What is good, everybody? I am back, and today I thought I'd give you 3 tips that really help me as a beginner improve my putting. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that my putting is fabulous. It's nowhere near as consistent as I want it to be, but these are 3 tips that help me improve it and that I practice pretty much daily. My first tip may seem pretty simple, but I also think it's crucial as well. For me, when I started really trying to focus on my form, I went to watch pros and how their putting form is. I watched Paul McBeth, Eagle, Simon, the big time pros, and just tried to find something that I liked and that felt good when I putted. Now, you'll go and do this, right? Just so you can get a gist of how you maybe want your putting form to be, what feels good. But after doing this, then you're gonna find the little nicks and knacks, the things that you want to change to really make you feel confident and consistent. So I tried to replicate Paul McBeth. He kind of has like this little stance where he's kind of offset, and he holds that putt down here before he releases. So I kind of based mine off that, and then I went on and tried to make that feel more consistent to me. So a lot of times when I held that putt down here and then released, I felt like I was short arming. So I've kind of changed my putting form to really dip down and come through. So there's just little things like that. Once you find maybe a form that you like, that you'll change up, that will feel better for you so you can be more consistent on the course. After you find a good form, that's gonna lead me kind of into tip 2, and a big one, in my opinion, to get that putt feeling a lot better. Now, what I tend to do a lot of times is short arm my putts. And this is just because I don't fully follow through. It's not one motion, but instead my arm just kind of snaps. Unless this feels really good to you, in my opinion, it doesn't, and that's how you're gonna short arm a lot of putts. So when you're practicing those putts, act like you're on the course, act like it's a real scenario. You know, get the stance that you like, and when you come through, make sure this is all one fluid motion, and make sure you're not just half committed to your putts when you're practicing, because that's gonna translate to on the course. So you guys got your form. You're making sure that arm isn't really snapping. It's more of one fluid motion. That'll help make everything more consistent in the long run. Third and final tip I have for you guys is your routine before the putt. I feel like when I started out, I didn't really have a routine. I just kind of went for it whenever it felt good for me. But I find that putting is a lot like shooting a basketball free throw. If you guys have played basketball, you always have your routine right before your shot. That gets your mindset, gets you feeling confident before you take that shot. I think that translates to disc golf putting as well. I always go through the same routine right before I putt so that I feel confident, I get my nerves down, and then I try to make that putt when I'm ready. So I will show you guys my routine. It'll be different, I'm sure, for you guys. When I go to putt, I always keep a second one in my hand, in my left hand, because it makes you feel like you're just doing a practice putt, or you're just practicing. In reality, you're trying to make a putt to get that score down. But I always keep a second disc in my hand. Every time I come back, and then I kind of do just like a little simple gimmick putt. It's kind of goofy. It's kind of like when you are about to throw your drive and you're doing like a drive that it doesn't look like your drive at all, but this is just what I do, gets me in the mood. And then I always wipe my hand. Don't know why. Get the disc, make sure there's no dust, dirt that is on my hands. I spin the disc a couple times, and then I go for my putt. Pretty simple, but I like to do the routine every time. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Like I said, go get you a form that you like. I suggest looking at the pros. They do it best, obviously. Follow through. Don't let that arm snap. Make it one consistent motion. And lastly, get you a routine before you putt that makes you feel confident, makes you feel like you're practicing, really. Alright guys, make sure you go follow chaseandchains_ on Instagram. If you like the merch I wear in my videos, go down to the description, hit the link, or go to www.chaseandchains.shop and you can buy the merch and support the channel. But in the meantime, we'll see you on the next one.